Eric.
Hey, Chris.
I would like for you to navigate your web browser to youtube.com/retrogradeamnesia and check out our brand new, fully featured YouTube video. I adapted one of your Infinite Perfect episodes, the one on Space Harrier, into a full-ass YouTube video.
Chris made a YouTube video that's the quality of somebody's 7th or 9th video, but it's his first video.
Yes, my first video. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos in my life, so there were certain things that I think I had ingrained into my mind brain as to how I should edit the video. So I did that.
I'm talking about specific things in the episode, and then it's on the screen for half a second. Chris made hundreds of goddamn edits.
Yeah, I learned a lot about the 32X. I play a lot of 32X games to capture footage.
Congratulations. Chris suffered for this art, and you should reward his suffering with your viewing eyeballs.
Yeah, please do. Go out there, like it, share it, whatever.
It has rendered my original episode obsolete.
I mean, the fact that I didn't have to arrange any audio or anything made it very easy for me to.
Yeah, if you like it, when Infinite Perfect Episode 3 comes out, whenever Chris lets me record it, you can pressure him into making a new one.
Yeah. I'm not going to play Burning Rangers.
You should not play Burning Rangers.
Unless I can find some really good footage of it out there that I would be able to use with permission, then otherwise, no, not doing that.
You did it, Snake.
You hear some hot sounds I've recorded?
You mean hot sounds I recorded?
Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast covering classic Japanese role-playing games, chapter by chapter, beat by beat. Hello and hi! Welcome back to Season 7, where we are covering Lunar, the Silver Star. My name is Chris, and I am joined, as always, by Eric. Hi, hello. Welcome back to my basement. Nice to see you. Hi.
It's me, your beat by beater.
Yes. We are also joined by the RealNet, a collective of worldwide weebs who are watching us record this podcast live on a secret video feed found at patreon.com/retroam.
We're also joined by the Fake Net, a homicidal robot from the future who tricked Working Designs into thinking Sonic Team produced Shining Wisdom on the Sega Saturn.
Initializing FakeNet.
Those foolish design workers did not know about Camelot software planning.
Shining the Wisdom or just Shining Wisdom?
Shining Wisdom.
Shining Wisdom.
So all the Shining Thes are the same game, right?
No.
I mean the same series?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so some of them are tactical RPGs and some of them are...
Most of them are tactical RPGs. I think Shining Wisdom was made by Camelot, which made the manual for Shining Wisdom say it was by Sonic Team very, very funny.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I don't think those strategy RPGs are connected at all to whatever Shining Wisdom was attempting to do.
Gotcha. My Genesis friend had Shining Force 2, I think.
That's the good one.
Yeah, and I remember being amazed by how cool that game was.
Cooler than you'll ever be. Chris, speaking of cool news, we have breaking news from hacker alias Nervous in the RealNet.
Nervous?
He examined the original Japanese dialogue in the Sega CD version of Lunar, specifically at the scene where Quark bequeathed the Dragon Diamond, complete with a screenshot. Remember we were wondering, did he originally say it was his butthole shit?
Yeah. Did the Japanese also find poop jokes funny?
He concluded it was, quote, pretty much word for word with Victor. Roughly, why would humans want something like this? It's made from my ... But end of quote.
Good. Well,
so in English, they put sh dot, and in this it was just made from my shit implied.
Cool. Well, both versions have implied shit. We did not assign a scroll to that, did we?
I don't remember.
I don't think we did, because we weren't sure about that. Well, thank you, Nervous, for that breaking news update. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Last time we had Royce pop out in the sewers after we beat Dross's water dragon. We were like, finally, we're done with the fucking sewers. But I was like, no, wait, we didn't do Sega CD yet.
Yeah.
So play the Sega CD sewer music. When you encounter Dross down there, he wonders how you found him there, and now attempts to offer 1,000 S for the diamond. We get a choice. It says, that sounds great to me, or we agreed on more. If you tell Dross we agreed on more, he'll extend the offer to 2,000 silver. We get a choice. Okay, that's more like it, or try again, Buster.
Try again, butthead.
Chris, is Buster still a random name you throw out there to insult someone or when you feel insulted?
So if you deploy a Buster, I think it hits really hard.
You'll be sorry, Buster.
Yeah, you can really, if you call somebody a Buster, they're not really going to know exactly what that means, but they're going to feel bad.
I agree.
So-
That was used as an insult in the original Fast and the Furious.
Why'd you bring the Buster here?
Cause the Buster kept me out of handcuffs.
I tell this Buster to try again. He tells me he's sorry. He doesn't have 4,000 S, so he offers me 3,000 S. We get another choice. That sounds reasonable, or you're not off the hook. This guy tells Dross he's not off the hook, and Ramses and Alex beat the shit out of him. No visual action, but a lot of pow, biff, boom, crack, dialogue boxes.
Oh, really? Is the screen flash?
It could.
Oh.
Dross says, ouch. He begs for help. He gives us all the money he has and begs for forgiveness. We get a choice. Okay, get out of here, or I'll never forgive you. We tell Dross we'll never forgive him, and the boys beat even more of the shit out of him. Dross repeats the same dialogue and asks for forgiveness. We get the same choices. I think you can just keep going on this loop indefinitely. We can dub the Unforgiven and beat the shit out of Dross for hours if we wanted to. How many beatings do you think Dross deserves, Chris?
He's a crook.
Yeah,
He's committed a lot of financial crimes.
the swindler.
So I don't really know if he deserves to be physically maimed or like permanently damaged, but I think a good roughen up is in order. So maybe twice.
Okay, well, we beat him up 3 times
Two
here,
roughings.
I think.
Two roughings.
Roughing the Drosser.
We'll send Ramus to jail later.
We tell Dross to get out of here. He gives me 3,000 S and swears to turn over a new leaf. Nothing but honest business from me from now on. Dross leaves, and Ramus is ecstatic and that we finally have some cold hard cash. He demands of Alex, give me my half, and let's get out of here. Isn't this adventure turning out great? We're loaded. Yahoo. Alex then kills Ramus and leaves his body in the sewer. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
We have control, and the boys walk out of here and back to the PS1 version.
Yes. We're on the way out then. We're walking out here. We still got to fight all the monsters again, right?
Yeah.
If you so do desire.
I mean, you've got one of those items, those dragon wing things that can
Yeah.
transport you out of there.
But then you might miss the person with the red hair near the entrance.
You can always go back out and talk to
Yeah,
him.
that's true. You can speak with them. They say, you kids went into the sewers and you killed a giant monster. I don't know why he talks like this.
What accent is that? What region do you think that is, Chris?
That's Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I don't feel like...
Now
Well,
keep it up, dude.
Sorry. Well, I don't feel like the world's largest wussy boy. You should tell Master Mel about what you've done, but leave me out of your story, all right?
Yeah, you sound just like Ad Rock. Good job.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, fuck.
Null tries to... What? Adrock? You don't want to explain that one to me?
You'll be shamed. It's fine. It's fine.
Fake net.
Initializing fake net.
Adrock, also known as Adam Horovitz, is a member of the Beastie Boys. Crisp will not find this out until later.
Okay, I'll find out later. Null then tries to extract a bribe from this guy. He says, what's it worth to you? But Luna shuts that shit down and tells Null not to extract the bribe. Speak again, he says, Master Mel might even introduce you to Jessica. What I wouldn't give to have a spine.
Everybody wants Jessica.
Everybody wants a spine.
Chuck to the Brett-like down here.
Yeah, the guy who was going to rob Dross originally, he said, did you take the diamond away from Dross? Heh heh, I thought so. He ran through here crying like a little girl who couldn't find her favorite doll.
On Sega CD, Brett says Dross went by here screaming in pain. And we did confirm that was, at least in the PSP version, Clyde. Not just a Brett-like, but a
Yes.
Brett actual.
Yes, I'm starting to just read all these Brett-likes just as Brett.
We can just call him Brett.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I think that might make his story arc.
Be a running bit for the next 47 episodes.
Yes.
Go to Meribia, post Water Dragon.
Yeah, we emerge back into the shop.
Meribia plays.
Yes, the girl working here cannot believe this shit. What? Dross tried to steal your diamond? How horrible. That does it, I quit.
And I think she does quit because I don't think we ever actually see her on the docks, but when she comes back, she mentions having to work at the docks.
Yes.
The continuity continues.
That's kind of interesting. It would have been a little bit easier to keep up with this if they would have given these people names.
Yeah, but then they'd have to have portraits. Like, is there anyone in this game that has a name but no portrait?
I don't think so.
Like, Alex's dad is just Alex's dad. We learned his name from the manual. Oh, Dross.
Dross did, but dialogue in this game is not titled.
Yeah.
Because it's just the portrait, so you're supposed to just know.
That's
you know
Dross. See that guy? That's fucking Dross.
Yeah. Dross thanks Ramus for showing mercy upon him. He then says there's someone here to see us. Guess who it is, Eric?
It's Nash.
Yeah.
He thinks it's excellent that we're back. The gang moves over to stand in front of him, and Nash continues. I heard about your journey through the sewers to find the diamond, and how you killed dozens of monsters along the way. You may not have any magical abilities, Alex, but you're still very strong. Strong enough to come to Vane with me. I'll introduce you to Galleon and get you into some classes of the Magic Guild. Think about it, Alex. You could finally learn to use magic. Has Alex ever been to school?
There's no schools in Berg.
Yeah.
So
has he been like homeschool or just like yours fucking go out and kill a fish?
I think Berg very much functions like
Community school?
towns functioned before there were public schools.
Tell me how that is. It just like The Witcher out there?
You could say so.
All right.
Yeah, where you are taught by your parents, right?
I don't ask me about prehistoric times, Chris.
It's not prehistoric. There is history written down before public schools, Eric.
Yeah, there's plenty of cave paintings, I'm sure.
Yeah. So you would either teach the children yourself, or you would take them to a lady who would teach them things.
Oh, a teacher.
Yes, a teacher. But there was no official schooling system there.
Yep,
so
George Washington, Wooden Teeth. We know all about our own history.
I imagine that Alex was taught in a similar fashion.
Null immediately believes that this Nash is an imposter. We all know the real Nash would never praise someone other than himself.
Yes, an imposter.
On PSP, Null says compliment instead of praise, and then he continues, has Lunar completely frozen over like the blue star?
Oh, so they called it Lunar.
They did.
Have they ever called it Lunar in...
I was wondering if that ever happened. I don't think they call it Lunar in... They could. I have no idea. We'll have to remember that
yes.
in the future. Nash continues.
Mm-hmm.
Would you please let me finish, Cat? Thank you. As I was saying, Alex, despite your dubious choice in pets, I enjoy your company. I think dubious choice in pets is a pretty funny line. And I can see enormous potential within you. The Magic Guild is always looking for people like us, people who want to take their potential and turn it into skill. And if you come to the guild, you'll meet Galleon and Lemia, 2 of the 4 heroes, Alex. 2 of the people who fought alongside Dragon Master Dine. They may even be able to tell you more about the dragons. And I was like, what do we do? Take Nash's offer or go home?
Yeah.
Alex looks to Luna for an answer, but she tells Alex it's his choice. But I promise to follow you no matter where you go. We get a choice. In PS1, it's let's check out the guild. In PSP, it's in that case, next stop Vane. The other choice is I don't want to meet Galleon, or learning about magic seems a bit boring. What did you pick?
I picked let's check out the guild.
Check out the guild. I don't want the adventure to end.
I love guilds.
The entire Nash conversation, the invitation to Vane, all that shit is 2 sentences on Sega CD.
Oh, good. Nash then says that Alex will not regret this decision and suggests that we depart for Vane immediately. Ramus then stops and spits some dots of hesitation.
And despair.
And despair.
And despair.
He says, Alex, I'm going to stay here in Meribia. Magic is beyond my grasp, and I've definitely had my fill of nearly getting killed by giant monsters. He then goes on to say that he's a businessman now, and he'll be too busy remodeling the store to go anywhere. He tells Alex to continue to have great adventures and whatnot. Null gets sad and tells Ramus that we'll miss him. Ramus is sorry, though. He's made up his goddamn mind. Null says that it's not going to be the same without Ramus to make fun of, which, great.
Have you ever seen someone in a JRPG so clearly realize their limitations?
Ooh, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head.
Maybe like Zell when he's choking on the hot dog in Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, but Zell can still go level up more and get more skills. Ramus cannot get any more skills.
He's done.
He cannot
He's maxed
junction
out.
at
It's
all.
amazing he can use a fucking sword.
Yeah. Yes, it's a miracle that he made it this far.
On Sega CD, Ramus says, Alex, I'm going to stop my adventure here. Magic is way beyond my grasp. I'm not sure what's in my reach, but I intend to find out on my own. Alex, buddy, please continue this adventure for me. See you later. A text box will then say, Ramus split. And Ramus slowly shuffles out of the door. Nobody says shit, not even Null. And I think Ramus leaving is better framed in the Sega CD version. The magic store guy on Black Rose Street told him he fucking sucked and will never learn magic.
Yeah.
Luna already left. It makes more sense that with the importance of magic in this world, Ramus realizes his limitations with clarity. Because remember, in that version, Alex has already learned magic. Back on PS1, Null can't believe this shit. He tells Ramus that he has to come with us. We'll miss him. Do you think Null just misses having a punching bag? Like he can't yell at Alex.
Null needs to not be the punching bag. And he already is going to become the punching bag if we're going to be traveling with Nash for much longer, so.
It's true. Ramus hits Null with the dots, and Ramus confesses, I'm sorry, Null, but I've already made up my mind. Does the Ramus business thing strike you as odd that he is like 15 years old and didn't even ask his dad about leaving or founding a new business in the biggest city in the world or anything? Like, is this clock as plausible for you in your kid brain?
He hates his dad.
Okay.
So there's one mark for him.
Bravo.
Also,
a fine point.
I mean, Alex is out on his own journey of manhood, right?
But Alex is competent. But Ramus is business competent.
Ramus is opportunistic.
Okay.
Like, we
much
don't
better.
quite. I mean, all he did was strong arm Dross, right? He didn't really he would not have been able to do this without Alex's strength.
He also called out Brett on his own bullshit back in Saith.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. Ramus does have some level of competence, but will he be able to manage a business? I'm sure he will be, because I'm sure we're not really going to hear from him too much further in this game, other than when we, go back and revisit him and whatnot. But it's plausible in JRPG world.
Luna approaches Ramus and only tells him to take care and good luck. Ramus, though, senses the sadness or lack thereof. He steps out and offers a parting shot. And hey, it's not like we'll never see each other again. I want you guys to stop by the store whenever you're in town. Thank you, Alex. Thank you for everything. Everybody lines up. Get the fuck out of here.
Let's do it.
With Luna gone in the original, I also like the idea of fucking around and going off on a silly adventure with your friends and seeing those friends gradually peel off as it starts to get real and realer.
Yeah.
That is by far the most realistic thing that could have happened. And I don't remember many of their games doing this. I mean, Jesus Chris, I got Lena and Pashul for the whole ride in Chrono Cross.
Yeah.
My dog and my weird girlfriend who's not my girlfriend.
At no time did my dog ever say, oh shit, I can't handle this.
Oh fuck. No, I'm going to go fight the Eater of Time.
Yeah.
Back in Ramus' store. We're going back. Let's go see our old buddy Ramus, Chris.
Yeah, there's a blue hair guy in here. He says, this is crazy. Now the guy who used to own this place is working for a fat little kid. It's kind of funny, but also is that a fatphobic thing?
I mean,
just flat out.
Little kid is like the funnier part of that. But
so can I press the button?
The Ramus fatphobic comments counter.
8.
The first time we met him, he was in here trying to find a ring for his girlfriend or to propose or something like that.
Yes.
And now just witnessing all this, like change in ownership, the owner disappears for like a day beneath the sewers, comes back out with his ass beat up. Now he's like, fuck, goddamn shit, fuck, the fat little kid owns the place now. Anyway, he continues, I'm so fascinated by all the crazy stuff happening in this place. I'll have to stick around and see what happens. Who knows? Maybe the fat kid will start wearing one of the bunny outfits.
Kind of funny.
That's all right.
I guess. Like, it is funny, just like this guy who is completely cognizant of the fact that, like, things in RPGs, change in RPGs happen just on the literally, probably, a flip of the switch.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, things are different and without any sort of gradual
I mean,
change.
I think we're supposed to assume time has passed because it could be you could go to Vane and come back, and I think you'd witness these same NPC interactions.
Yes, but in our case, we walked outside and walked back in.
Hell yeah. Passage of time, Chris.
I talked to the bunny lady in here.
Yeah.
She said, welcome to Ramus' store. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? Oh, right, my outfit. I came here from Safe because I got a job at the harbor, but the guy who hired me, well, he somehow forgot to mention that my job was to entertain sailors on shore leave. After I kicked my would-be employer in the, anchor, I realized that I'd have to find another job, but this is the only place that was hiring.
So, like hand jobs?
Entertain, yes.
Okay.
Yes, she was I don't know what they called it, the Lunar equivalent of...
Puff Puff?
Poof
Poof?
Yeah.
Whatever?
Yeah.
The Dragon Quest jack-off girls?
Yes. I haven't seen one of those in the new Dragon Quest yet.
You mean the new old Dragon Quest? Don't answer that.
Yes.
Is this the same lady that was on our boat from Safe that I tried to talk about a little bit earlier?
I think so.
So she went to the docks after the Dross thing, and now she's back working here, but she kept the bunny girl outfit? Or are there multiple ladies coming in from Safe to get work?
I thought she worked at the docks in Safe.
Oh, okay. That's what I see. All right.
Well, no, she says she got a job at the harbor.
Yeah.
Well,
God damn it.
I don't know.
She continues.
Luna says, Alex, are you blushing? And then she says, man, I was so embarrassed the first time I tried this on. But you know what? I think I look pretty darn good in it. And I'm always...
This is a typo.
Oh. And I've always been comfortable with my body.
And I've always been comfortable with my... I can't even fucking say it either.
And I've always been comfortable is what the
it
game
trips
says.
me up. Like,
yeah,
I can't...
It's impossible.
I cannot pronounce it. It has confused me like a robot.
Yeah. Dross is in here too.
Yeah, he works here now.
He says, hello there. Nice to see you again. And welcome to my Ramus' store. I've been working hard for Ramus, and it's paying off. He says I'm about to get a raise.
Mel still can't believe Ramus hired this jerk in the first place. Chris, have you ever hired a jerk?
I'm not in management anymore. I only ever hired, I think, 2 or 3 people, and none of them were jerks. So no, I've never hired a jerk. I have been around in situations in which jerks were hired around me, but nothing to share.
Did you speak to Ramus? I can't believe it, Alex. I left Berg with nothing but the armor on my back and the snacks in my pack. Sick rhyme. And now I have my own store in the City of Freedom. Is that our City of Freedom? Did you make that up? What is this?
The City of Free Market Capital.
But I'm not satisfied, Alex. Not until you become a Dragon Master. You're my best friend, Alex. If you ever need help, I'll be here for you. Maybe I'll call this store the Dragon Master's Favorite. pretty catchy, isn't it? He's already capitalizing off my future name and likeness.
He's got marketing sense.
Null tells Ramus that he has never met Dine. Ramus clarifies, I'm not talking about Dine, I'm talking about Alex. You don't mind if I use you for endorsements, right, buddy?
Nice.
Other bunny girl.
Other bunny girl.
There's another bunny girl.
Oh, hello, you green-eyed little hunk. Buy something and I'll give you a discount just for being cute. Null says, Alex, I think this woman really, really likes you. She continues, do you like my costume, Green Eyes? The best part about it is how easily it comes off.
Oh.
Now, I think we have scrotals for when it's unnecessarily horny, but I think a cashier wanting to fuck a child is appropriately horny.
Appropriately?
I don't know. I have no idea.
That feels unnecessarily horny, but I there's not enough here for me to be able to ascribe like some sort of a localization or script corruption.
Yeah,
Because
there's not enough evidence.
There's already bunny girls walking around in this store in the original version, right?
And we've already had the fake net tell us the origin of the Playboy bunny a couple episodes ago.
And Victor didn't put the bunnies here.
No, he didn't.
So,
although at this point in Harmony, I have a note. I have yet to see any. I think they pop up later, but there are no bunny girls at this point.
really?
Yeah.
Well, did you speak with the furniture?
No, I haven't talked to inanimate objects.
Correct, yes.
Clean take.
I spoke with the bookshelf, and it says 10 things every small businessman must know. The Meribian Guide to Minerals and Gemstones, and Profit Good, Loss is Bad. Null then makes a comment and says, I see Ramus has been doing a lot of reading lately.
Love to read.
I've read books before. What now, Eric?
Let's talk to all the NPCs with dialogue that's different on the main outside part of Meribia.
Okay.
How about the Princess Zelda lady? The beastwoman with the green dress?
Yeah, she says, I may be a country girl, but I'm not stupid. Everything in Dross's shop was overpriced or fake. I'm thinking about heading home.
Nash begs her not to leave so soon.
Miss.
I've lived in cities all my life, and I'd be glad to show you around. Nash will just shove it in everything, right? Like, he's supposed to be fated for me or whatever, but he's already hitting on people.
Yes, he needs plan B, C, D.
She shoves it back. Are you a sweet talker? Did I mention my boyfriend usually comes to Meribia with me? Nash becomes angry and declares that he gives up trying to speak with peasants. There's a guy with green hair and a yellow shirt. He thinks it's great we got the dragon diamond back. Then again, you kids should have taken my advice to begin with. Good work, kids. You solved your own problems. That makes you all honorary Meribians. Penultimately, a blue hair lady over by the waterway near the dock entrance. She heard we're off to study magic in Vane. Nash tells her he plugs the magic guild whenever he can. He's proud of it. And I also get a discount on my schooling fees for every student I recruit. Null is not impressed or surprised by the sleaze.
Sleaze.
Did you get the guy who outside Ramus' store?
I'm sure you did.
Okay.
What's he say?
There's a guy standing outside of Ramus' new shop, and he says, remember Dross, the jerk who stole your diamond? He's still at the shop. But he's working for Ramus, the new owner, who's just a kid. Heh. It's gotta be killing him.
That's a pretty good pun. That's all right.
What's that? Ramus is your friend? Good for you. He seems like an honest guy and a hard worker.
He didn't call him as fat. He just said little kid.
No, he's the best NPC in this game. He wins.
Last one I've got is the Beastman Guard by Mel's Castle. I've heard of you. You got the dragon diamond back after that slippery Dross stole it from you. Mel will be very impressed with young heroes like yourself.
I don't think I got the bar.
Let's stop in the Seagull Tavern, Chris. I'm thirsty.
Okay.
Music bar plays. Brett's here. Sometimes, boy, I start feeling guilty about what I do. Just kidding. I reckon I never feel guilty about parting people and their money. Triple heh. Null tells Alex that our old friend Brett is, and it looks like he's fallen back into a cheating life. Brett, though, shushes us. He says if these drunks found out I was hustling them, they might try to damage my delicate features. If you promise to keep quiet, I'll give you half of my winnings.
Wow.
We get a choice, but I accidentally button through it and hope that Chris gets it. I have no idea what I said, but Brett responds, oh, how could you? My reputation in Meribia is ruined. I'll never be able to gamble in the city again. You kids have destroyed my life. Get out of here before I start calling you some very unflattering things.
I did get this originally when I came here after Ramus had rejoined my party, so this must trigger after Ramus rejoins your party, but before you complete the sewers. We did talk about it a few episodes ago, and I also accidentally buttoned through that.
What are the fucking odds of that?
Yeah.
Well, if we're still here, there's a guy in a green shirt with white hair at the table with Brett. He says, this is exactly what I predicted. Exactly. Brett was a cheating son of a biscuit.
I love it. I love son of a biscuit.
I haven't heard son of a biscuit in 25 years.
Yeah, somebody, I don't know if this was a widespread thing, but somebody I know used to say son of a biscuit eater.
I also have heard that.
Yeah,
We may
okay.
have known the same person that said this.
Yeah, good.
Is that still a thing in non-Christian communities, subbing out words for profanity, or do kids just say, like, the full F now?
I think they like the frick.
Yeah, like frick, flip.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I'm like, just take the whole bite. Just get in there.
Those are still things, I think.
All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I still hear those things.
You big Battlestar Galactica fan? Well, frack you, Chris.
I've only seen like 2 episodes of that.
Black Rose Street.
Let's go to Black Rose Street.
NPCs on Black Rose Street.
Yeah.
There's a guy with red hair tells us the Black Rose Street is listing amenities as Vane, Sandaliest attitude. Nash, though, he's with us, and he can't believe this shit. What? How dare you compare this dirty little driveway to the magnificent guild? You like the sass on driveway?
Driveway's pretty good, but like what's a driveway in the world of
You
Lunar?
can ask these questions.
Yeah, I know.
It's a world like ours. It's a multiverse.
Oh,
It was the first multiverse.
Pardon
Of course
you.
he knows what a
Pardon
driveway
you,
is.
it's a multiverse. A multiverse, Eric.
I am now going to try and keep an eye out in Silver Star Harmony if they call it Earth in that game when they also call it Lunar.
Oh, that'd be fucked up.
Blonde-haired lady, blue robe.
Have you heard of this magic emperor? She says. They say he's trying to take over the world. What a pot of poop.
She previously called him a crock of crud.
Really? That's good. It's just silly talk from a silly guy with an ego problem.
Is the Magic Emperor a silly guy, Chris? Is he silly to you?
Stay tuned to find out. But I mean, we talked about this before, but like somebody calling themselves an emperor without an empire and just a frontier is kind of a silly guy to me.
I think that's pretty silly.
Yeah, really silly. Nash says, I couldn't have said it any better myself. Well, perhaps a little better.
Damn.
Then you speak again, and she says, even if this magic emperor has any real power, the magicians of Vane will be able to handle him. Nash says, are you kidding? My teacher, Galleon, could handle any threat all by himself.
Sick name drop, kid.
Who else you got here?
Silver hair, blue robe. I heard about you children. Not only did you get back your diamond, but you were given a store. Are you sure you're really children? Your actions were braver than most of the adults that I know. Have you ever seen the documentary Free Solo?
No, but I'm aware what it is, right?
Where the guy tries to climb up El Capitan without gear or any of that shit.
Yeah.
They examine his brain and he has no fucking like amygdala or something, whatever generates fear juice in your head.
Oh, wow.
Is it possible that Alex also had... Fuck, that guy's name's Alex too. Do all Alexes share this innate quality of lacking fear?
What's your evidence for Alex lacking fear?
This guy just said, your actions were braver than most of the adults that I know. They're brave. Are you sure you're really children? He is a child, but he lacks fear. He's brave.
What if he just has bravery and his bravery is stronger than his fear?
And that's what you need to free Solo.
Question mark. I don't think I can answer that question. I'm not sure. I think Alex is just flat out brave, and he's also enchanted by the stories of Dragon Master Dine so much that he just does that shit.
So Free Solo Alex was also enchanted by Dragon Master Dine.
Whatever the Dragon Master equivalent of walking across tight ropes is,
Yeah.
it's that. I don't know who that could be. Robin?
Yeah, Robin. There you go. Thank you. That's the only tightrope walker I know.
Dick, what's his name?
Walinda. What?
Dick what?
Dick what?
Dick.
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 What's Robin's name?
Why the fuck do you think I'd know that?
Dick Wendell. No.
Okay, Dick Wendell. Fignet, what's Robin's name?
There's 2 Robins, but one's...
Fignet, what's a Robin's name?
Initializing fakenet.
The first search result for Robin Batman, real name, real, is Dick Grayson.
How about that? You're right, Dick.
Who was the guy who played Robin in the Batman movie?
Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell, yeah, that guy. Whatever happened to that guy?
I think he was on like some FX show for 15 years.
The Walking Dead?
Fignet, what's Chris O'Donnell on?
Initializing fakenet.
That motherfucker was on NCIS, Los Angeles from September 2009 to May 2023.
All right, well.
Lady in aqua robe, pink sash. So gives Alex that line about magic and destiny, but there's a new gag where Nash believes she's talking about him, and he talks about how hard it is not to be arrogant. Did you go into Royce's shop?
I don't think I did.
She's fucking gone. It's empty.
Oh, okay, that's why I wanted it.
Unused space. Who's paying the rent?
Did you go into the item shop?
No, what's in there?
Items.
Yeah,
But also
but-
the guy says, I hear you're about to embark on a journey through the Cave of Trial, which we don't know yet.
We know, yeah.
But he knows. You'd better stock up on some starlights while you still can.
Time paradox.
Which is pretty funny because you can't use items in the Cave of Trial. So this guy,
is that real advice, or is he trying to swindle us?
he's trying to swindle us.
That son of a bitch.
He's meeting the reputations of those who live in Black Rose Street here.
Did you buy the starlights? Were you swindled with your infinite money?
Yeah, of course. I wasn't really swindled because
He's
I'm
all
rich.
in all holding his starlights.
Yeah.
Starlights and bromides. It's all I need, bro. Let me get high on magic and look at these pictures of Phacia. Well, you want to go to any other buildings?
Now I'm ready to go back to Master Mel's house.
How about we go to the docks first, Chris?
Oh, yeah, go to the docks. I'll have a sip of water.
NPCs, sailor by the boat. Hey, it's the kids from Saith. I heard what you did to Dross's shop. I don't think there's a person in Meribia who hasn't been ripped off by that silver-grubbing swindler.
Silver grubbing. Interesting. Okay. I guess silver's the currency, so you could say money grubbing.
Thanks for putting that swine out of business. And to think I was worried about you kids when I saw you sail in on the Hispaniola. Nash replies, it was nothing, really. Null corrects Nash, reminding Nash that Nash did nothing. But the sailor continues, I heard that Dross is sweeping the floors of the shop that he used to own. I'll have to pay him a visit just to see the look on his face. Double heh.
Double heh.
Double hey.
You love to see it.
There is a blue hair on the bottom right. I neglected to note their gender.
Okay.
But here's what they say. I know you're falling in love with me, dear girl, but it can never be. I'm a loner, a rebel. The ocean is my wife. Its waves are like the sweet caresses of my cheek. Null finishes his sentence with, and its hurricanes are like PMS. Chris, is this the only time there's been a PMS joke in a video game?
I'm going to go with yes. Also, I feel like I want to press the button.
Yeah, go ahead. No, absolutely.
I feel like, and I don't know that much about Japanese culture, but I feel like...
You know more about Japanese culture than most people, but I see your point.
Yes, I mean, I have not lived there. I have not been ingrained into the culture, so I don't know what their propensity is to make a PMS joke in the 90s. I do know that in American culture, the propensity to make a PMS joke in the 90s was very high.
My mom, when during the whole you're going through puberty thing, she I never did this, but she's set me aside and went, never make a PMS joke. Never. And it was just you must never do this.
Wow,
and I was
Mom.
okay, Mom.
Good job, Mom.
Yeah.
All right, I'm pressing the button.
Yeah.
Check this out.
That'd be number 15. Wow. All right, what's next?
Mel's Castle, probably.
Tell me when you're ready.
Meribia is still playing. We play Meribia all the time. It's the only song that I remember in my life now.
It's the only song in the game.
It haunts my dreams.
Oh, well, it's not a bad song. It's just there a lot.
NPCs.
Yeah, the guards. The one on the left says, you got the diamond back? Great. Now you kids are true Meribians. Mel will be impressed. The other one says, don't tell me about your diamond. Talk to Master Mel. I'm here to guard this mansion, not to listen to your little stories. A-hole.
I'm glad you kids are able to drive that scumbag out of business.
Who else? I went straight to Mel after this.
Well, I went to the older maid in the dining room, the motherly one.
And they got new stuff to say?
Of course, she said, I'm glad you taught that Dross a lesson. That guy ripped me off once. He sold me a piece of red candy and told me it was a ruby. Null says out loud to her face, whoa, this girl has the word sucker tattooed on her forehead. But she continues, I think I'm going to write a book about the difference between candy and jewels. Null has a different idea. He busts out some calipers and says, or maybe the tragic effect of carcinogenic cleaning soaps on one's IQ. Woo!
That's a lot. I like that.
Carcinogenic cleaning soaps?
Just that whole vibe.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in this... That's why you think Null is special, because he knows about carcinogens.
Yeah.
A word no one else here knows. The guy outside Mel's office tells us that Mel was conned by Dross once when he bought Jessica some diamond earrings.
Oh.
He'll be thrilled the jerk is out of business for good. Fuck it, let's talk to Master Mel.
Yeah, he says,
lad, you did it. I heard about what you did to Dross and how you killed the monster down there. Good work, lad. What's next for you, the Magic Guild? You need to talk to Galleon about the dragons, because I can't wait to call you Dragon Master Alex.
These blah-ha-has are editorialized.
It feels like Mel's in the room with us right now,
Yes.
Chris.
When I look into your eyes, lad, I remember the first time I met Dine in our first battle.
Finally, I spoke to an inanimate object.
Yeah?
Mel's bookshelf. Did you look at this?
I didn't know you could look at Mel's bookshelf.
Well, you can.
This is usually my job.
I know, but I'm doing your job now.
Good.
I'm the man now, dog.
Cool.
Your adolescent daughter and you. Rule number 1, your daughter will have mood swings the likes of which you have never seen. When she's depressed, your only options are to buy her new clothes or buy yourself new armor. Rule number 2, your daughter will cry on cue to get what she wants, and it will always work.
Yeah?
Next book, The Complete Friggin' Moron's Guide to Leadership. 101 Great Ways to Invest Your Heaping Chestfuls of Pirate Gold. Detailed charts of the Meribian Sea and surrounding regions. And finally, the last book on his shelf, Beastwoman Babes Exposed.
Oh, exposed like they're the seedy underbelly of the beastwoman militia, or
I think it means
naked.
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 Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean...
On Sega CD, Mel will write a decree that bans Dross from Meribia.
Oh, that bans... Okay, for a
I
second.
mean, do you want to talk about beastwomen some more?
No, I think we've already talked a little bit too much about how beast people reproduce.
Yeah, are they hairless? What do you think?
No, they're not. They're not hairless.
Okay, neither are we. We're all mammals, Chris.
Yes.
You go to the sewers?
I did. I went all the way back through the sewers, accessing them from Mel's dojo. And I fought a bunch of guys down here, more bad guys, same ones from before, and made my way to the treasure area.
Yeah, what'd you get in there?
A starlight and a fortune ring, which...
increases luck.
Yeah, increases luck, which I believe influences your critical hits.
You also find a guarantee down here that you'll be back because it's one of those brown chests that's locked.
God damn the brown chests.
We're leaving. I'm at 20 hours and 27 minutes into my playthrough. The date is August 21st.
The game is over. I leave this goddamn town for some fun traveling.
Nash talks on the world map.
Yeah, well, this is unacceptable. He tells Alex that in order to reach the city of Vane, we have to use the spring of transmission. We can get there by following this path to the south until we reach it. No wonders why Nash has such a big smile on his face. Nash replies, "You'll understand soon enough, cat. Just keep your eyes in the sky."
On PSP and all that's asked about the smile, he just wonders why we can't walk to Vane.
Does anyone from Berg know anything about anything outside of Berg?
For our purposes, no. If they do, they keep that knowledge from Alex.
Because I feel like we should know, or our characters should know about the floating city of Vane. Like, I think you would have seen that shit.
No, it's on the other side of the planet.
Really?
We went across the equivalent of the Atlantic Ocean, Chris. Can you see anything over in Germany from here?
I guess the moon's not that big, so, It's like when Faye saw the flying saucer outside of the forest.
Yeah, but that was a flying salt. Well, actually, that's a fun question to argue about for 75 minutes. What's bigger, Shavat or Vane? Because at first I was like, well, obviously Vane, but Shavat's pretty fucking big.
Shavat's bigger than Vane, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like 6 houses in Vane.
Figna, do your best, please. What's bigger?
Initializing Fakehead.
Eric's mom is so fat she's as big as Shevet. Crisp's mom is so fat she's as big as Vane.
All right, well, let's traverse the path.
I hate myself.
Cross the bridge. Wander into the shadow of a mountain. As we emerge from that valley, we hear real-life words from Nash.
Behold, the magic city of Vane.
Then there's some rumbling. A floating island floats in from the southwest and the screen fades to black into an anime city intro sequence.
We open on a crop shot of Althena's shrine, isolated in the solitude of nature. A curious, circular shadow appears over the nearby forest. Then we hear a buzzing, an almost propeller-like sound. The camera pans up to reveal a chunk of this earth extracted from the ground, almost like an organic spinning top. The camera switches to a skycam shot showcasing Vane from the top down. And I think this is either entirely or partially computer-generated.
Cool.
It's a city on a cross of grass. The transmission portal's on the south side, with nondescript towers and minor buildings on the east and west side, on each side of a central courtyard. On the north end is a threatening castle, along with what looks to be a dormitory off to the center in the northeast. Multiple white stone pillars surround the perimeter. On the extreme north end are 2 twin golden towers, the same towers we lost on some of the September 11th attacks. Vane sail through the fucking air, fade to black.
Yeah, that is actually a accurate render of what Vane is like when we go there. It almost looks exactly like this.
It's not abstracted.
Yeah.
And of course, I think I called it a castle. That's before I knew it was the Magic Guild up there at the north end.
Oh, okay, gotcha. After Nash tells us that the magic city of Vane circles around the goddess tower in an endless protective orbit. It is said to shield the goddess Althena from harm. Eric, why is Althena such a damsel? Like, she's supposed to be a goddess, right?
She's also a woman, Chris.
Why do we have to protect her?
She's a woman.
She's the goddess, though.
We must protect the woman.
Oh, is that what they're saying?
That's
here?
what heroes do. Also, if I can shit on Harmony for just a second, please.
Yeah, shit on it, please.
As soon as you step out of Meribia and Harmony, which it's a point-and-click world map, you see Vane circling and floating around the world map.
Oh, it's just there.
So the anime cutscene reveal thing, it still happens, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's like they just spoil the surprise immediately.
Unfortunate. It is interesting that, like, there is a gods system or some sort of pantheon of gods in this.
Well, of course. What else could Eiffel be?
I guess so. I guess from the perspective of the PlayStation player, alliteration intended, there is only one goddess.
Althena.
And she can't be the Almighty, though, because we have to protect her.
Is it a Mortal Kombat situation where, like, you know how Raiden was in charge of Earthrealm?
Raiden.
Oh, it could be. I was also thinking it could be like an evangelical situation where they think where they are like certain people of certain Christian denominations feel like they are like the prayer warriors and they must fight the libs to protect God.
Yes.
If we allow the abortions in our land, then Satan will come. That kind of thing.
What I'm hearing from you is Mortal Kombat has more coherent lore.
Yes. I think that's where we landed in that. Sometimes we can extract some truth in this podcast. Sometimes not. This time, we did it.
So let's go to the spring of transmission, Chris, even though we will not transmit on this spring. Music traffic plays. There's a star platform and a water platform. One wizard pope is here, and so is fucking Brett for some reason.
Or a Brett-like.
On PSP, the wizard pope is locked in a beard stroke animation. Also on PSP, there's no symbol on the platform. You can also now see Vane in the background. You can hear Nash command the group to gaze and awe at it before it kicks out to a cutscene.
Did they take the Satan summoning circle out?
Yes.
Satan summoning circle is like technically alliteration. They're all the same. They're all the same.
Yeah, the
consonant
same consonant sound. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
A C can be an S sometimes.
Yes.
The wizard will ask, "Who are you?" Wait, you're Nash, the star pupil of Galion.
Galleon.
I've reset back to Galion.
You cannot do it.
You keep doing it.
Please, if you say Galion,
I won't let you.
Perfect. Contextually appropriate. Chef's kiss. I'm not even going to cut that out anymore.
Okay.
So when the guy said, "You're Nash, the star pupil of Galion," what do you think that did to Nash's ego? Like, just soothed it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a nice ego stroke there.
He, like, buttoned up his neckerchief.
Mm-hmm.
Nash replies coolly, "I knew I was becoming famous, but this is almost embarrassing. Almost. May I use a spring of transmission, sir?" On PSP, this line is changed to, "Kids, this is the difference between being an elite and being a nobody. Everyone knows your name." Anyway, this transmission guy tells Nash, of course, but that doesn't apply to the others. Nash vouches for us. He says, "They're my friends, sir. I assure you they are most worthy of ascending to Vane." The portal wizard then tells Nash to eat his shit.
Yeah, it is my assumption that Nash already knows all this stuff.
Yeah.
And he's just thinking that he can use his guile and his wit and his...
Blanca.
Well, like you said before, his inflated sense of self here to just be like, hey, they're my friends. They can come in.
Yeah. "I'm sorry, Nash, but they're not. Rumors are abound the Magic Emperor himself roams this land. Thus, Lemia Asa has placed quite the stringent rules into effect. The only people allowed to use the spring, other than citizens of Vane, are those who obtain an application for the Magic Guild from Phacia."
Oh.
Nash didn't think those rumors were being taken seriously. Nala, though, is having a ball. He says, "I guess you aren't as famous as you thought, Nash." On PSP, though, Nala says, "Nash, if you can't even get us into Vane, then you must be just a small fry in the grand scheme of things."
That hurts.
"Still your tongue, cat. Not even Galleon himself would defy the word of Lemia Asa. Phacia lives in Althena's shrine, at the foot of the mountains to the west, a short walk away."
Still your tongue, cat is a great line. The phrase "still your tongue," I think, is just, it straddles the line between, like, the casual language that Nash used and then his
acidic return.
Yeah, but also, like, he's reminding everybody that he's not a peasant and he uses these, like, fancy phrases.
Yes. Done some book learning in his fancy talking.
Mm-hmm.
On Sega CD, there is no Phacia. There is a shrine, but none of that shit happens. The guy just tells you to get on the platform, and Nash tells us we'll have to endure something called the Cave of Trials.
Oh, so you just go.
Yeah, and also in Sega CD, it's a Starfleet symbol on the platform.
That symbol is in the shrine that we're about to go to, actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Brett's here?
Yeah, he's fucking here.
Do you want to do it, or are you?
I'll do it.
All right. What's Brett say, Chris?
For some goddamn reason, the Brett guy says, "Just how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I really want to know." Null sneers and says it's not him that does that, it's that dumb owl. Brett says, "All right, why do M&Ms melt in your mouth but not in your hand?" Nash has something to say here, and says, "The thick candy shell, of course. Don't they teach you peasants anything?"
Now, before you press the button,
yeah,
this would have killed in the late 90s when I was playing an RPG.
Yeah.
That they went 2 layers deep on a commercial from the 70s. I don't know, fucking play the commercial.
Mr. Cow.
Yes?
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I don't know. I always end up biting. Ask Mr. Fox, for he's much cleverer than I.
Mr. Fox, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Why don't you ask Mr. Turtle, for he's been around a lot longer than I. Me, I bite.
Mr. Turtle, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
I never made it without biting. Ask Mr. Owl, for he is the wisest of us all.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
A good question. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
If there's anything I can't stand, it's a smart owl.
How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know.
So
Great.
the Mr. Owl commercial that just spanned across generations that must have run on TV for 20 years on Sesame Street. You know what he's talking about, right?
I know
okay,
exactly.
I'm just making sure.
I have vivid memories of it. Like, I can even see, like, you know how, like, it was drawn and the lines were kind of squiggly?
Yeah, and the kid's nose is huge.
Yeah, yes, that was everywhere. It was
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that was...
There's a crunch.
It was the original meme.
Yeah. It was the origin point for everything that was cool.
Yeah. Do they even have candy commercials anymore?
Ask the person with 2 kids that watch... Do your kids know what commercials are?
They know what they are, but they don't watch them because they don't watch anything with commercials. They watch YouTube, and I have premium, so they don't watch ads.
Fignet, play some audio from the most recent candy commercial you can find, please.
Look! The Jolly Rancher gummies are about to hatch.
I heard they taste just as intense as Jolly Ranchers.
Welcome to the world, new Jolly Rancher gummies.
Okay, now I'm press the button now, okay?
Yeah.
Check this out.
Is that 1 or 2 Scrottles, by the way? Because that's 2 separate references.
Yeah, but it was the same sentence. Well, it was... I think that counts as 1.
Okay. It's all part of the same joke.
Yeah, the same thought, joke, line.
Thought joke. Got it. All right.
As you can imagine, they cut all that shit out on PSP. The Brett character just wants somebody to explain to him why this city is floating. Quote, I'm so scared of that thing falling out of the sky and squishing me into jelly that I can't even sleep at night.
Oh, so it is still an insane guy.
Yeah.
For the most part. All right, you want to walk over into that giant mountain?
Althena's shrine.
Yeah, there's a giant castle thing at the top of this mountain when you're on the world map, but at the bottom there is a golden shrine.
Music, Mother plays.
Mother!
We're standing at the entrance to Althena's shrine, which also looks like the entrance to most older churches. 2 stained glass windows, mirrored images of each other, are the highlights of the exterior. The structure is a strange mixture of rust, red, and lavender.
The entranceway looks kind of like a helmet.
Okay. What kind of helmet? Like football? Hockey?
No, like
airplane pilot?
Like a knight's helmet.
Iceman. Oh, that helmet.
Yeah, like a gladiator helmet, sort of.
Gladiatrix. On Sega CD, the Shrine of Althena is a classical architecture, Parthenon-looking-ass ugly building with stone floors and blood-red carpet. On PSP, it's a column-heavy, brutalist nightmare of white concrete. No stained glass windows, but some colorful yellow, red, and purple flowers in a flower bed out front.
Oh.
There's also, for some reason, a pink floor mat before the entrance door and the Assassin's Creed logo on top of the doorway.
It was built in the 70s.
Yeah. There's a floor mat on the PSP version. Is there any floor mat anywhere else in this game?
Nope, definitely not here.
Okay, what's the lady out front say?
This is the great shrine to the goddess of beauty and love. What is your business here? Now, that's the first time I'm learning that Althena is the goddess of beauty and love.
That's right. As Raiden managed thunder and lightning, Althena manages beauty and love.
So where are the other gods here? Have they forsaken us?
Shinnok manages wind. No, it's Fujin.
I believe the other gods have forsaken us. If the only goddess is lording over beauty and love, we need other things,
That's all you
too.
need, dude. All you need is fucking beauty and love.
No, we need sustenance. We need, harvest. We need a harvest
some
god.
fucking beautiful corn, dude.
We need a harvest god. For good harvest, this is...
Okra ain't beautiful. That's why it tastes like shit.
That's true. No argument here. I then get 2 choices. We'd like to rest, or we wish to pray.
Can I go over these 2 choices in other versions of the game?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Sega CD, I'd like to rest, or I'd like to donate money.
Oh,
yeah.
Donating money is the same as praying.
On PSP, let us rest from our weary travels, or let us pray to Althena.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What'd you do?
I want to rest.
Wow.
She gives us the Althena healing shrine.
That's
bling.
Althena's magic, Chris.
Yeah. And Null says, I feel much better. Thanks, lady. And then I did it again. I prayed.
Hell yeah, keep doing it.
She said, the goddess Althena will smile upon you wherever you may go.
No, that's nice.
It's great. I went inside.
Inside Athena's shrine, it's a floor made entirely out of diamond-shaped panels, each with that purple-pink color with the blue outline.
It gives it like an isometric look almost.
Yeah.
The diamond shapes?
It's a little bit different. It's
Yeah.
fancy. At the center of the entrance of the floor, I think, is light shining through an unseen stained glass window.
Yeah.
In the form of a lady in the middle of a rose-colored and navy spiral graph design.
Yes. You can definitely summon some shit through this thing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's a big one. Golden stands with blue scepters are all over the place. Silver and gold columns support the unseen ceiling. 2 staircases on the left and right lead to red carpeted balconies to nothing. At the top of the entrance is a stained glass window above a doorway to the next area. It looks like a dick and balls with no head. The first room on PSP is horrendous. A cramped, silver-tiled, sterilized laboratory. Another fucking floor mat opposite the entrance, and 2 more red Starfleet floor maps below each of the parallel staircases. And I shit you not, they have like, the image they made of that Starfleet, it's not a Starfleet, it's like close to Starfleet, is like, they didn't make it the right width, so they like stretched it like they're making a 4x3 to a 16x9.
Oh no, they're playing Mario in a 16x9?
Yeah, with the floor mats in this. It's fucking me up big time.
It goes to show how much you can fuck up a game and its aesthetic just by not putting a lot of time or effort into
Or budget. When you drain it of resources, it comes
Yes.
out as a worse product.
Yes. I'll be darned.
NPCs?
Yep, the first looking lady, guy, whatever, small Pope wearing hat person says, "We owe our very lives to the kindness of goddess Althena." Again, I don't understand this. We had to save Althena. We're protecting Althena. I don't know how Althena's protecting us other than preventing us from needing doctors.
What the fuck are you talking about? We touch her statue and everything's fixed.
That's what I'm saying. She prevents us from having doctors.
Yeah, wouldn't that, if you fix the healthcare system, wouldn't that improve
She's
life
taking
dramatically?
jobs from people.
They don't have medicine here, Chris. This is it.
Althena bathes our world in a light of beauty and love. Null says, "Goddess of beauty and love? Huh, I bet she's a real cutie."
Hell yeah.
This world is protected by the goddess, and for that, we must always show her our gratitude.
That dialogue's a little bit different on PSP. They say, the green earth on which we live, Earth, they call it fucking Earth,
Yeah.
on which we live exists because of the bounteous blessings of the goddess Althena. In other words, the goddess Althena is the light of this world and the goddess of beauty and love. So that was like a chopped and screwed remix of the previous comment.
We screwed that up. I spoke with the lady in the blue robes and red scarf. She says, Jessica's still an apprentice, but she took off from the shrine to see her friends. She would make an excellent priest if she applied herself instead of being irresponsible. Null says Jessica's a lot different than her father described her. Spoke with her again. She said, "You've met Jessica's father? I wonder if he knows how hard she's studying."
The hard is in quotations, like she doesn't study at all. She's here because her dad's important.
Okay. I was wondering what she meant by that.
It's the same dialogue on Sega CD, but on PSP they say, "I'm sure if she were just a tad bit more refined, she would make a model priestess."
Okay, I found the Pope hat guy wandering around the entrance here. He says, "Do you seek to become the next Dragon Master, young man? The Dragon Master is the protector of the goddess Althena, and thus a friend to all who serve her."
On PSP, that goddess line is changed to a comrade in arms to all who serve her. Chris, would you rather be a friend or a comrade in arms?
I'd rather be a friend, but if I had to be a comrade in arms to a friend, I would do so.
Pick up that fucking AK, son.
Yeah, I would be a man of war. Null says, "Does that mean you're going to help us out?" He says, "Oh no, I must remain here to protect the shrine. Too bad, I wouldn't mind a little adventure."
On Sega CD, this guy has a blue beard, and he tells us that the dragon tribe is the strongest of all tribes. They protect the goddess. The only one more powerful than they is the Dragon Master.
This is the first I'm hearing of this tribe.
Yeah, there's a lot more, quotations, dragon lore in the original, like vibes of a cult that the Dragon Master ruled over type of stuff. It makes the Dragon Master feel more like an outsider savior than the hero everyone inevitably thinks will save the world. I like it a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we've heard so much about the Vile tribe.
Yeah.
Or at least we've heard rumors of them. We haven't really heard about, like, what they are and if there are other tribes and how the hierarchy works here.
The frontier is, I do wish there were more tribes out there that were just warring factions that for some reason didn't have towns ruled by heroes.
Yeah.
Blue hair, teal and pink dress. Jessica looked so happy when she left. It struck me as strange since she was only going to see someone she called a childhood friend. Now that I think about it, she never mentioned whether the friend was male or female.
Uh-oh.
This person on Sega CD is in a bedroom and her dialogue is a little different. It struck me as strange since she was only going to see a friend, and that was replaced with, the way her face lit up, I doubt it was just a childhood friend she was going to meet.
Ooh.
Isn't that fascinating? They think there's something more, Chris.
Guy wandering towards the top of this area says, Priests
who serve the goddess Althena are blessed with the most sacred of all magics, the ability to heal injury and illness with the power of the goddess's blessing.
Okay, so that's the point of the goddess.
On PSP, this person's in a different room and they call Althena's power clerical magic. and they can only heal the sick and afflicted.
Null says that Luna can do the same with her songs. And the guy says,
weird.
Yeah. A singer with the power to heal? In all my years of a priest, I've never heard such a thing. You must be mistaken. Luna is just sad. Sad face Luna after that.
So, like, what Nash and later Mia do, are they channeling Althena's, like, direct power?
Is Althena the source of magic, of all healing magic?
Like, is Raiden giving out lightning magic, or is it like the wind spirits or something that they talk about with other NPCs? Are there multiple competing schools of magic?
Then there would have to be multiple gods, right?
Son of a bitch. Yeah. The Lunar many gods theory grows.
The speak again, he says, the only person with a voice powerful enough to heal is the goddess Althena.
Gee wizards.
Who else you got?
Lady with hanging blonde hair, blue robe, light blue shirt, left side. Goddess Althena is the source of all kinds of magical power. If Althena's power weakened, the world will be shrouded in darkness, and monsters will rule the land. On PSP, that line is changed to, the world will be thrust into darkness, and the minions of evil will creep from the shadows.
Okay, so the absence of the goddess's power is what allows monsters to exist?
I think we're powering the sun with her power as well.
We're powering what?
The sun.
Oh,
because then the world be enveloped in darkness, and the monsters crawl out of the shadows. So Althena is obviously the truth, the light, and the way.
So the monsters that exist at this moment, does that mean that Althena's light is fading?
I mean, think about it. Monsters in the Dragon Cave, no fucking sun there. Weird woods, lots of fog, no fucking sun there. Sewers, no sun, no fucking sun there. Monsters are where the darkness exists.
No monsters on the world map.
That's right. Where the sun always shines. And there's no such thing as rain.
Yeah, okay.
But what if the goddess's power dims? Won't the wizards of Vane lose their power as well? Nash once again counters, why do you worry so much about something that will never come to pass? It's called foreshadowing, Chris. The last guy I've got in this room talks about the 4 dragons. When you pass all their trials, you're born anew as a dragon master of legend. Null asks this old man how he knows this, and he continues, when I was your age, I journeyed to the cave of the White Dragon. But I entered the wrong cave, and I spent 2 days knee-deep in guano, trying to find my way out. I started training in magic the moment I got home. Make sure the caves you enter are the right ones.
Is guano any kind of shit, or is it a specific kind of shit?
Have you seen Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls?
Yeah, but it's been a really long time.
My. This fruit paste is delicious. And the pottery is lovely.
It's made from guano.
Guano! That sounds so familiar. Bat droppings.
Well, we just played the clip. Guano is bad shit.
Okay.
So the guano, like, in the monoculture, was a hot joke for most of 1996.
Yeah.
Which I guess is when this was written. And this had me, my guano recognition here made me wonder how many movies that I haven't seen that Lunar is just referencing mercilessly.
Yeah, somebody, I'll have to bring it up on the next episode, but somebody pointed one out that we missed.
What, the Green Acres?
No, it was something on these Spotify comments, I think.
You can comment on Spotify?
Yeah, it's kind of new.
Jesus.
Yeah.
There's a bonus NPC on PSP. It's an old man at the top of the balcony. The old man says, the head priestess Phacia serves here at the shrine, but I can't for the life of me remember when she came. Was there even a head priestess at the shrine to begin with? Null deploys a quote that may as well be from Silver Star Story Complete. He says, the old man seems awfully absent-minded. Whisper, I think the wheel's spinning, but the hamster's dead. Phacia phased into our reality, Chris. What do you think? Is that possible?
I don't get it.
Well, the old man can't remember the head priestess ever existing at the shrine.
Oh, so this is in the PSP version?
Yeah.
It's a bonus NPC.
So maybe they've been gaslit into believing that there's now somebody in charge, when before it was more of a commune.
I think so. They didn't need a person in charge.
Althena and the people in her service, communists.
Communist confirmed.
But Phacia is here too.
Althena's shrine, second room, music, mother still plays. We enter on the red carpet. The carpet extends to the front of the room. The floor is the same shade of purple and pink diamonds, but 4 collections of 6 chairs are on each side. An identical red carpeted balcony to nowhere covers the side of the room. Looks like someone mixed the Starfleet symbol with the communist sickle and hammer and a golden logo emblazoned on the red carpet.
Yeah, the
communism confirmed.
Hammer and sickle, right fucking here, dude.
At the end of the room is a massive stone sculpture of Althena on a fountain or a flower. What the fuck is that? She's wearing Luna's head wrap. It looks like Luna. You know this place goes hard because there is a pipe organ on each side of the statue.
Cool.
On Sega CD, there is no second room, but there is a statue of Althena on a raised platform at the end. Blue crystal globes are all over the place. It's also worth pointing out that everyone here in this shrine on Sega CD has blue hair. I'm not sure if that's a choice or some kind of limitation of the Sega CD color palette.
I spoke with the first person here to the left. It was the lady with the long ponytail. She says, I hear the goddess Althena is so beautiful that men cannot gaze upon her.
Hell yeah.
Without falling hopelessly and permanently in love. Do not look at this statue of Jesus. He's too hot.
That's right. Surfer Jesus is very attractive.
What was that a joke from?
What, Surface Jesus?
No, just like somebody being attracted to the...
Wanted to fuck Christ?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of stuff probably. I don't know. The Buddy Christ is pretty hot to me.
Fake net, what am I thinking of?
Initializing fake net.
I have been looking for 45 minutes, and all I can tell you is that this is a true memory in Chris's brain, but not a true memory on the internet. It might be Upright Citizens Brigade. It might be kids in the hall. I don't know, man. Just give me a pass on this one, bud.
Null says, I'm sure she can sing, but as good as Luna. The lady says, I've never heard the voice of Althena. It must be unlike anything else in our world. Then there's a bishop-looking guy in a red coat and a pope hat, bishop hat, one might say. He says, welcome to my house. Would you kids like some blueberry pie? Fresh, baked, and delish. Null says, this priest seems a bit loopy. Alex, do you think he's recently taken a blow to the head? What? You kids don't like pie? At least try my bran muffins. Great. Another guy here says, Althena dwells in the goddess tower atop the mountain upon which it is built. I've never seen her, of course. You couldn't reach the towers unless you could fly. And I was like, should I go look for that shit, Alex? Alex doesn't respond because Alex is a dope. And Luna says, haha. I don't think your tiny wings could get you all the way up there, Null. Guy says, I don't need to see Althena to know in my heart that she exists. You know what that's called?
Faith.
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 That's right.
Good job.
So when you walked in here, it didn't auto-walk you up to Phacia?
No, because I haven't gone to the spring of transmission yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yes. A smaller child says, Sis said she'd be back soon. What's taking her so long? Luna says, Sis, I didn't know Master Mill had 2 daughters. Null says, I don't think he does. Then she says, Sis, what took you so long? I've missed you so much. Come here and give me a hug. Luna says, huh? Wait, I know. You've mistaken me for somebody else. She's seeing visions of Althena in her sleep, and she thinks Althena is her sister.
Yes.
And Luna has come to her.
That's kind of hard to pick up on the way this is written, but I think that's the correct read.
At first, I thought she was talking about Jessica, and she's friends with Jessica, and she's run away. But that wouldn't make any sense.
I mean, Master Mel with 2 daughters.
Yeah.
Also, I want to point out, on PSP, instead of pipe organs, there's a big harp.
Oh, which do you prefer?
I have seen a harp played live multiple times, and I think that's way cooler than the guy at church playing the fake pipe organ.
No, the real pipe organ, though, real pipe organs go hard. If you hear a pipe organ, you know that you're probably in Castlevania.
Fake Net, play some pipe organ music.
Initializing fake net.
For the next 1 minute, we're going to listen to Vegito Tanks 2002 on YouTube play Bloody Tears on a pipe organ.
Okay, last child, I think, here, says, Phacia is very kind, but she also has extreme pride in herself and her accomplishments. I think that's a sin. I think she believes herself to be much like the goddess Althena. I think that's also a sin.
To the Christians, not to Althenians.
Yeah, but I think it's a sin.
Also, I appreciate that some Althena rumors are myths and legend. There's some are true.
Yeah.
It's nice.
She goes on to say, anyway, the head priestess is away at the moment. I suggest you return later. Phacia is away from the shrine at the moment. She's been doing a lot of traveling lately, but she doesn't tell us where she goes. Important matters, I'm certain.
Okay, that explains why I didn't have that one.
Yeah, so that one occurs only if you visit here before you visit the Spring of Transmission. Otherwise, you visit the Spring of Transmission, you're told that you need to come here. When we enter the second room in the shrine, we will auto-walk up to the top of the room. Nash tells us to wait right here. He'll speak with Phacia, then he walks off. Null wonders what Phacia looks like. Alex, but if she works for Althena, she must be cute.
On PSP, Null says she might be a hottie.
A hottie.
A hottie.
Wow. Luna wonders if Alex is blushing. Alex be blushing again. Alex is blushing. Luna's jealous. That's the joke.
Everybody's horny.
Let's do it.
I can't do it.
Not it, but you know. Then Nash comes walking back. Phacia in tow. She's got purple, long cotton candy hair.
Yeah, it's a good read.
Something like that. Alex steps forward, and we proceed with an anime introduction for Phacia.
We open on the bottom draperies of an enormous skirt, and the camera pans up as it follows incredible hair braids plummeting down each side. Then we see the kindly face reveal of Phacia, a new character added to Lunar for Silver Star Story complete. She speaks these words out of her cartoon mouth.
Good day to you all. I am Phacia, head priestess of the Temple of the Goddess. I have received word that you are on a journey to become the new Dragon Master, Alex.
Phacia then clasps her hands together and smiles.
I pray that you choose to stay in Vane and become the guardian of Althena, for as you know, we haven't had a Dragon Master since the days of Dyne came to an end.
Wow, that's some excellent dialogue, Chris. Let's hear about it on PSP, that exact same dialogue, see if it's different.
Okay.
I am Phacia, and I serve here as the head priestess of Althena's shrine. Alex, it's come to my attention that you are traveling in hopes of becoming a Dragon Master. Wonderful, what joyous news this is. Please study hard during your time in Vane. I look forward to the tidings of your ascension as the protector of the goddess.
Whoa, it was different. How about we read the manual bio for Phacia?
Let's do it. Eric, Phacia's alliterative title in the strategy guide is Althena's alternate?
Question mark?
Question mark?
Question mark shepherd.
Which is not very good. At least it's not sexualizing her.
Yet.
Yet mark shepherd.
Phacia is the head priestess of Althena's shrine, located at the foot of the goddess tower. Much like Althena, she has a friendly demeanor and a hypnotic beauty that dazzles anyone in her presence.
Dazzles is the key word there.
Love dazzling. Love Dragon Quest. In fact, many of the shrine's inhabitants are under the impression that she is the physical representation of Althena herself. Could it be true? Is she Jesus, or is she not?
Chris is editorializing the Jesus line.
Yes.
Chris, Phacia is voiced by Paula Angel. Silver Star Story Complete is her only voice role and acting credit.
I was wondering if maybe it was the same voice actress as Luna, because she sounds a lot like Luna, but I think not.
Isn't that Royce?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think.
In Silver Star Harmony, Phacia is voiced by Michelle Ruff. You may know Michelle from Dirge of Cerberus as incidental characters, Street Fighter IV as Crimson Viper, Miss Kawakami, the teacher you could bang in Persona 5, and in Catherine as Catherine with a K.
Which one's that?
Huh?
Catherine with a K, which one's that?
Silver hair?
Oh.
Your actual girlfriend as opposed to the succubus?
Is Catherine still available for modern platforms?
Yeah, they remastered it called Catherine Full Body, and it features a third Catherine.
When they have Catherine tournaments at EVO,
competitive Catherine,
are they in the bathroom?
Fake net.
Initializing fake net.
Competitive Catherine was sponsored by Atlas at EVO 2015 and, while it was a side match, it took place at Bally's Paris Hotel and Casino. I could find no evidence of Catherine being played in bathrooms at other Evolution Championship Series side matches.
That was more of an opinion question.
I don't even...
Should they be in the
there's
bathroom?
An answer. I don't think that's an opinion question. I think there's a valid answer to that.
Should
we
they
can
be
fucking
in the
figure it
bathroom?
out. The fake net already told us it's in the bathroom.
Okay.
Chris, there's one more voice role. Michelle also lent her voice to Diana Lunchmeat from the hit Japanese anime Pumpkin Scissors.
Oh, I thought you were only supposed to do that once per season.
It's a new dawn, Chris.
A
We
new
can do it
dawn?
if we want here. There's no more fucking rules.
It's a new day, everyone.
Thank you, Rex.
All right.
Music Mother resumes. We're having a look at Phacia's sprite. Purple lavender hair, gold shoulder pads, teal and purple robes, red undershirt, important character energy. Her portrait is a woman with a kindly smiling face. I am hypnotized, dazzled, as Chris said. But the red eyes may be a problem.
Yeah, did Royce also have red eyes?
I don't know. Look at your manual.
Let me check here. Hold on. Royce also had red eyes.
Strange. Phacia continues with text. Since Dragon Master Dyne's passing, no one man has proven worthy of the title. Perhaps you'd be better served to study the ways of magic in Vane, Alex. That is a much more certain path of success than trying to become the Dragon Master.
This whole thing with Alex becoming the Dragon Master seems like he's been like chosen and anointed.
Special boy destiny.
Yeah, by everyone he meets just based on vibes.
Yeah, based on vibes. And like he's got, he's got that powerful charisma where you know somebody has main character energy.
Do you occasionally feel like there's some maybe Make-A-Wish energy into these conversations?
Wow, like it's a special day everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder if Alex himself is weirded out, but then there are people that are like, whoa, you're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't you go do good things?
Yeah. So Phacia telling Alex that he should go study magic instead of becoming a Dragon Master is like when you tell your kid they should study computers instead of trying to be in the NBA, right?
I guess so.
Like
what if your kid's really good at basketball?
Yeah, but your kid's not going to be in the NBA.
He's not going to be good at computers either.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. Think about it.
Anybody can be good at computers, right?
Do you think you're good at computers?
I mean, I'm good at using computers.
All right.
I'm not a programmer or anything like that, But, I suspect with this being a video game and all, now that we've revealed that Phacia has red eyes, I suspect that there are perhaps ulterior motives at play with her being like, Yeah, you shouldn't do the thing that kills evil.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, she's the first one who's like, yeah, you're powerful, but why don't you just channel that somewhere else, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Null answers for Alex, but Alex doesn't want to enter the Magic Guild. He's looking for the 3 remaining dragons. Quark sent him. Phacia hits the gang with reality. Becoming a Dragon Master is much more difficult than you might imagine, young Alex. Again, why not stay in Vane for a while and see all that the guild has to offer? You might find a career in magic more rewarding and much less dangerous. And don't forget, the 2 of the 4 heroes call Vane their home.
You might get hurt playing football, but you could learn to code and have a nice life.
Alternatively, football will be illegal in 3 years, so you better play it now, son.
Yeah, true.
Nash is Team Phacia. She's right, Alex. You'll never find a more exciting place than Vane. And while you'd never be as skilled with magic as I am, I'm sure you'd enjoy learning it nonetheless. Null, though, remains skeptical. Phacia, though, hammers it in. At least think about it, Alex. Please accept this application form and at least visit Vane. Got application.
I love gotting application.
Phacia continues, it is heartwarming to know that even as the Vile Tribe moves closer to our borders, there are brave heroes such as yourself willing to protect us. Take care, Alex, and I wish you success on whichever path you choose to travel.
Since you're carrying a sword, I suspect that you'll have no problems protecting our borders from migrants.
Mm-hmm. Of course. That's what I was going to say. Do you think the Vile Tribe calls themselves that?
No.
It's like a slur we've issued to the unworthy?
Yeah, it's like when the Europeans would call the natives like savages. It's the same thing, right?
The gang moves to leave, but Phacia stops our path. She says, excuse me, Luna, was it? I'm told your singing is absolutely wonderful. There's nothing the goddess loves more than a beautiful song. You must return and sing for me someday soon. On PSP, that line is different. I have been appraised by Nash that you have the most exquisite voice. Althena herself loves beautiful music above all else. If it is not too much to ask, I would love to listen to your voice sometime when time permits. Just as a general sentence construction, sometime when the time permits, not good. Find a different word than sometime. Don't say time twice in the same fucking sentence.
Yeah, good call.
More hinting that Luna's singing talent is above and beyond expectations of most.
Yeah, and Phacia may want to stab her in the neck when she gets
she's
her
threatened.
Yes, I think that might be part of it.
Luna she's honored. She tells Phacia she needs more practice first, though.
I genuinely don't remember if the Vile Tribe is just monsters or if it's people. So don't tell me.
I'm not.
We'll talk about it when we get there, but I genuinely don't know how to read this right now. It is very interesting.
Well, I think that's about all the reading I can do today, Chris.
I can read no longer, but what I can read is the real net.
Initializing real net.
Hey, real quick, would it help you realize or confuse you further if I told you Ad Rock was unlockable in NBA Jam Tournament Edition?
I was more of a classic NBA Jam guy. Is it P-Funk?
It's got to... P-Funk is also in that game. The real net will... Look at the comment. If someone doesn't do that, then they have failed us as well. I hope that you hate yourself when you figure it out. Because you've quoted him on this show before.
Ad Rock. I've quoted him on this show?
Yes, you have said a line from a song that Ad Rock sings.
Okay. It's another Tears for Fears situation?
It's worse.
Okay, John Doe says, who the fuck gave Nash a play-by-play of their sewer adventure? They literally just got back.
There's word around town.
Well, also Royce.
Oh, yeah. Also Royce, who's been surveilling us the entire time. That actually has a tangible answer. You're right.
Cal-El says, I'm not impressed by Galleon. He's just a puppet. Well done, Galleon.
That's good. Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Galleon, for those who don't know...
Clap. Put a golf clap in there.
Yes. Thank you. For those who don't know, Galleon was a puppet. Pre-order bonus for the second Lunar game. Is that right?
Correct.
The Galleon puppet. Light of Xeon says, when your friends hit the bricks, you have to respect it. It's talking about Ramus leaving.
Hit the bricks doesn't come up enough in my life as much as I would like to come out of my mouth. I want to start making it part of my phrasing.
Jesse says, off the top of my head, the only other game where I remember a character leaving by citing shit's got too crazy for me is Grandia.
I don't have... My memories of Grandia are Gadwin, Knight of Dight, a town called Gumbo, Justin and Sue, excellent music, and that's it. I don't know.
Cuddle Puddle says, I have hired friends who turned out to be jerks. This is the worst.
Yeah, hiring your friends is generally ill-advised.
Yes. I hired Eric for this podcast.
Yeah, true. Yeah, totally. Chris, it is. I'm in. Chris doesn't come to my house. I come to his house.
I'm his manager. Managing Eric.
Chris is the business manager, and I'm fucking whatever else.
The fake net manager.
Herder. Shepherd.
John Doe says, Nash is like one more rebuff from a lady from posting a rant on Reddit about it. Am I the asshole?
Yeah. If forums were in an advanced stage, Vane would definitely have like a Facebook equivalent.
Yeah.
OG Facebook.
Varsoon says there is a rich history of JRPGs with an undercurrent of horny, especially the Puff Puff Bunny Girls and all the Dragon Quest games.
I can't believe that those were in those games. Like with as wholesome as they usually are, there's just a random...
I don't know when they started, like which one they started.
What was the start of all of this?
The start of all the Puff Puff. Not sure. I would imagine that the start of all of this was Akira Toriyama. I wonder if it was his idea.
Well, that's one of those things that came out. I think some like Disney art or something leaked recently that saw like Monterey Jack fucking Gadget or some shit like that. But like that stuff usually doesn't escape containment. But like cartoonists just draw shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
Because they draw shit like that all the time.
Mm-hmm. Need says, but are the JRPGs as horny as they used to be? At least in subtext?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The art
it's main text now.
Farsoon replies to that and says, JRPGs trend more unabashedly anime nowadays, which can be horny in their own ways. Interesting to see the horny intersection with the sex appeal characters as depicted in something like Trials of Mana and its modern 3D remake. I see what you're saying there. The anime is inherently horny.
It knows nothing else.
John Doe says, where are these rumors about the Magic Emperor even coming from? Is the Magic Emperor staging a viral marketing campaign? Perhaps.
Yeah,
the Magic Emperor.
Propaganda.
Light of Xeon says, one of the schools in my area is called a Prairie Middle School. They used to have a sign out front that said, welcome to PMS, enjoy your first period.
Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good for a middle school. Yeah. Honestly, I gotta say, that's the level of operation you expect.
Mm-hmm. Varsoon says that heaping chestfuls of gold should be a scrotal. I don't remember heaping chestfuls of gold. Probably something one of the NPCs said.
Heaping chestfuls of pirate gold. It's one of the books on Mel's
that's
desk.
Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Varsoon says the most recent food meme commercial that comes to mind was the Burger King Whopper, Whopper, Whopper song.
Oh, yeah. Whopper, Whopper, there is no God, etc. Yeah.
Yeah. John Doe says Phacia is chaos confirmed.
Chaos.
Like she materialized or she was incepted into the universe. Like that one guy said she was never there.
I mean, no comment.
John Doe says there is definitely a long history of church depictions of Jesus being an obvious outlet for the artist to express their longing for hot guys.
Yeah. And I can appreciate that, actually. I remember my fourth grade teacher, like we had a portrait, because when you go to Catholic school, above every classroom, there is some kind of Jesus going on in there. And my fourth grade teacher had like 90s hip Jesus with blonde hair, cut short, goatee. And I was like, what's this? She's like, it's a new way to think about Jesus.
Oh.
I was like, oh, yeah, I love cool Jesus. I did love cool Jesus.
Farsoon says Chris gatekeeping his children from their basketball dreams. Sadness.
Yeah, have them watch the Basketball Diaries. Tell them that's just real life.
Yeah, it sucks. My kids are playing basketball now. They played the other team at their school the other day, and they won 52-8.
Fuck them kids.
It was a fucking beat them down. It was so funny. I felt bad.
There's no mercy rule like in baseball?
It was a scrimmage, so there was not even... They weren't really keeping score at all, but like my kids...
Body keeps score.
They remember, they know like, he scored this many points, he scored this many points, and then they added
Children, they love numbers.
They love fucking numbers. And letters. We played Scrabble today.
Oh, wow. Numbers and letters. The building blocks of life.
Yeah.
Alphabet soup.
John Doe says, LOL at Phacia telling Alex that he should still maybe apply to at least one college in case the whole playing video games for a living thing doesn't pan out.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never make it in this town, kid.
Varsoon says, I worked on the more recent NBA Jam on Fire edition, and the whole scrotal deal reminds me that Tim Kitzrow would keep sending us inappropriate voice lines for our E for Everyone video game, and we'd have to get new builds shipped solely over that.
Didn't some of those leak out of somewhere, or were there some filthy ones for Blitz that he did as well? Because there's like I swear I've heard in my head I can hear Tim Kitzrow say "holy fucking shit," or maybe that's like bleeped in Blitz or something.
Know.
Either way, that's an awesome story.
I feel like I've heard other stories like about him like that. Maybe in that NBA Jam book, the Boss Fight books, which is a really good book.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Doe does say Akira Toriyama had a Puff Puff in Dragon Ball, so
there you go.
Maybe I'm right. All right, RealNet, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you on the next episode of Retrograde Amnesia. This episode is a production of Retrograde Amnesia recorded on November 29th, 2024. Thank you, Mark, for the introductory music.
How come Eric never says thanks?
Steph, thank you for the podcast artwork.
Thank you to Super Hero Gaming for the PSP footage, and thank you to Nintendo Complete for the Sega CD footage.
Thank you. You can email us at podcast@retrogradeamnesia.com. You can find us on YouTube at retrogradeamnesia.com and at Patreon at patreon.com/retroam. We are also now on the Bluesky, the Blue Sky, at Retrograde Amnesia. If you support us on Patreon, you'll get early access, bonus episodes, miniseries, and more at patreon.com/retroam. Eric, until next time.
Next time, of course, we will know that together with MCA and Mike Diamond, Ad Rock formed the Beastie Boys.
Oh, okay. I don't know the names of the Beastie Boys.
You're a white kid who was born in the 80s. You should absolutely know the name of the Beastie Boys.
I listened to the Beastie Boys, but I don't know the names of the Beastie Boys. Okay?
It's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
It's fine. I'm sure I'll come up culturally short in the next episode.
I probably know the names of the characters they played in the Sabotage video better than I know their real names.
You want to do that right now?
Cochise.
Nathan Wind.
That's all I got. It's Cochise. And now you may go back to sleep.
The Chief.
Oh, I forgot to read the YouTube. This was a good comment in the YouTube. Victor says that Japan is not above toilet humor either. The universal humor.
Was it Yakuza 2 where you had to power piss? Yakuza like Kiwami 2 where you had to power piss against the urinal to beat somebody in a race with the strength of your piss?
I haven't played 2 yet. All right. I'm going to stop the recording. I also learned that after you have a clear data for Yakuza 0, you can't just resume your save.
There's no premium adventure?
No, you just have to start over with a New Game Plus.
I think it asks you to make separate save. You can make a save data to keep reliving, to keep doing your adventure. Then you can also make a New Game Plus save
I didn't
data.
have the foresight to do that.
Shame on you from 5 years ago.
So I had to play through Yakuza 0 Chapter 1 and part of Chapter 2 in order to access the... It's not called Club Sega.
Yeah, they don't call it Club Sega.
It's called Sega High Tech World or something in that one. And so that I could get some footage of Kazuma Kiryu playing some Space Harrier. Well, no, you can now listen to... I cut a couple things. I cut Tiffany out. Sorry, Tiffany. But you don't really need an intro like that in a video. And I cut out the fake net a little bit. Sorry, fake net. I had this thing where the fake net head would pop up on the CRT and like insert the correction.
Beautiful idea. What happened to it?
It just didn't flow
Didn't
right.
work,
It was where the fake net was describing that you forgot to talk about Space Harrier's death sound noise. And instead, I just put the death sound noise in there because there's video to match
Ruthless
it.
efficiency.
So you could see it instead of having to visualize it. So I did that. It made that made it flow a little bit better, I think.
I don't know. I'm not you.
That was one of the things that I had written down to go find today. Very strange that it's not here. I didn't take it anywhere. It's over there.
I don't have headphones. You mean, okay, Chris is de-headphoned. I want to point out to the real net that off screen there's a chair over here, and in it is a PS4 Pro with no cords, a Super Nintendo controller, and Christmas lights.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened over there?
The PS4 was down here so I could capture Yakuza footage. That's there because I was doing some Super Nintendo footage too, like Hyperzone or something like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know why the Christmas lights are there. I didn't put it.
No, it's just a very, like, if this is the crime scene, that's the first question I would ask is what is that combination of things doing in one chair?
Thank you. Yeah, how do you fucking zoom this shit out? I cannot see. It's too big.
Dad must take a computer class.
The normal... okay, anyway. Let's see here.
I have it if you don't.
I pressed over on my screen. My screen, this is a joke only for me. I pressed over when I was going through my screenshots.
Yeah.
And after he said, and our first battle, I pressed over, and it's a screenshot of Cosmic Carnage for the 32X.
Good. It's an excellent game.
So,
multiple render points for
I don't know
sprites.
I don't know how that slipped in there, but it's there.
We open on a crop shot of Athena's shrine.
He says, behold, blah, 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 blah. Behold the magic city of Vane. Yeah, and
Athena's shrine, I mean.
You went to the...
They are some walkers in this part.
Yeah, they're he's walking through the... Never mind. Cut that. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Chris meant to find the red Pope hat old man.
Yeah, I found the red Pope hat old man. Why is everything beeping? I gotta turn the beeping off. Hold on. Sorry. What's the beeping? Honoring Coach D. What the fuck? All right.
It's porno.
Yeah, I don't want to honor Coaches D. Eric, until next time. Oh, thank you for Super Nintendo, man.
Thank you for Super Nintendo, man. Yep, that's what we're going with this time.
You're not going to thank him? Dick Grayson was Robin. Yeah, Dick Grayson. That's right. Who serve the goddess Althena are blessed with the most sacred of the ability to heal injury and illness with the power of the goddess's blessing. Okay, so that's the point of the goddess.
The most sacred of all magics.
Did I miss a word?
The 3 of them, yes.
Most sacred of the ability. Oh, my screenshot must have messed up. Okay. Just read it for me. Luna shuts that shit down and tells Null not to bribe him. And tells Null not to extract the bribe.
Why'd you bring the Buster here?
Cause the Buster kept me out of handcuffs. He didn't just run back to the fort. The Buster brought me back.
Hey, can I swerve into a Buster story?
Yeah, please.
My first ever animal was a gray cat named Buster, my first pet. It died, I don't know, let's say 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
My parents recently adopted a new cat. It is a gray cat, and its name is Buster.
Buster 2?
Is that fucked up?
Mega Buster.
Okay, that's the answer. Thank you. We talked about cheating, son of a biscuit.
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Nash is rape. No, I don't talk to inanimate.
You can knock them out for a little while, or if you keep doing it, you can take them out permanently. The choice is up to you, but use it wisely.
A man at arms. What was the He-Man's man guy name?
I did not watch He-Man.
You're not a He-Man man? Okay.
Finally, penultimately, a new character added to Lunar for service. Yeah,
She's seeing... I don't know what this is in reference to. Maybe you'll know. Light of Xeon says, in old TV casting, they often don't show extras what they were going to wear until they agreed to do the show. Is that on that tier or beyond that? Don't know what we were talking about. No, I'll just cut it. I don't remember what we were talking about at that point in time.
Are we doing the second room with Phacia?
I think we should do the second room with Phacia, yeah.
Okay. Althena's
yeah, I mean...
On Sega CD, Mel will write a decree that bans Dross from Meribia.
What?
Good day to you all. I am Phacia, head priestess of the Temple of the Goddess. I have received word that you are on a journey to become the new Dragon Master, Alex. I pray that you choose to stay in Vane and become the guardian of Althena, for as you know, we haven't had a Dragon Master since the days of Dying came to an end.